Hey guys, here we go with our another video on how to put in a room request for a club. So essentially, whenever you want to have an event or a meeting or anytime you need a room reserved for whatever purpose, you need to put in a room request. So in order to get there, there's two ways you can do that. So you can just go to harvard.uconn.edu, so the main page for the UConn Hartford campus. Scroll all the way to the bottom and you can go to event services, or you can just simply put in the link events.hartford.uconn.edu. From there, you're going to want to go to the space request form, and this form is going to come up. So everyone has to do this whenever they want a room reserved, whenever. Usually you want to do it a week out so that you give the people in charge of space reservation time to find the room, see if it's available, and reserve that time slot for you. So, for a club, you're going to want to make sure you select a UConn Hartford student organization, and then you're going to put in some basic information. So, for me, that would be Zamatar. You're going to go to your organization name. In my case, it would be Gaming Club. In the next box, you want to put in obviously the officer title. So whoever's putting in the request is their position in their club. So for me, it'd be president. And then the campus affiliation. So in this case, you just do Hartford, and you're just gonna put in some, contact information. So your email. So, and then the phone number. And then 123. I'm just gonna put in an example address. I don't even know 060. I don't even know what the zip code is for Hartford. There's too many. No need to really put in a second contact name unless you're worried that you won't be able to respond to it and you want to delegate someone else delegate someone else to receive information. So, first choice is the time you would want your meeting to be. So let's say we want to have a meeting next Friday, right? The 23rd. We just put it in there. The start time would be 12 p.m. hopefully. And then the end time would be, so Fridays the campus closes at 6. You'd have to put it for 5:30. Just so that you're given time to clean up and get out, cuz campus closes at 6. Next, you'd want to go to the occurrence. So let's say you want it to be every Friday, right? Then you just put it for a generic Friday. So in this case, it would be the 23rd. You can put it for any day in the week, but if you want it to be a repeat, you just do weekly. If it's a one-time event, one time. Every other Friday, bi-weekly. Once for every one Friday every month, monthly. So simple stuff like that. And then if you have some kind of specifics, like, oh, we need a Friday this week, but then the next week we need it on a Thursday. That was where you would put other. So in this case, it's our weekly Friday meetings. We're just gonna do weekly. And then the end date would typically be the end of the semester if you're doing a weekly meeting. So that would be at some point in like November 20. I don't even know when final exams are, so I'm just going to do November 29th. Second choice is if you're worried that you're not going to get a time slot. Usually that's never happened, but if you feel like you are doing something at a contested date where there's gonna be other clubs doing things, you're gonna want to have a second choice. This once again, you want to look for the questions that have the star because those are essential. Otherwise, if it doesn't have a star, usually you don't really need to fill it out unless it's something that you want to specify. So, will you need random dates and/or times for the same meeting/program? Don't need to answer it. No. Will you need extra time in the space for setup, rehearsal, breakdown? I usually always say yes. In our case, we're bringing in TVs, we're bringing in our computers, so PC setup, monitors, and TVs. That's all you really have to say. So just like the reason why you might need more time. So the meeting information. So it would be, this is where more the nitty gritty. So event name, gaming club weekly meeting, and we are planning to have a meeting, unless you're having a seminar or something else like that. And the purpose is gaming club has weekly meetings for members. That's it. That's the purpose. That's all you really need to do. For week club meetings, it's all you really need to do is just we have weekly meetings. In the estimated attendance, we roughly have 20 to 25, so you know you can put 25, not 258. Oh wow, that'd be a lot. And so in terms of audience, you want to specify who's going to be coming. If you want your meetings to be open to the public, or you know people, let's say you have a friend coming from out of school or anything, you can just do UConn students, faculty, and staff, and general public. If guests are charged a fee, usually I haven't seen it. I've never charged for a fee for a guest to come in, so in this case, it's just a general club meeting. No. Will there be minors at the event? So in this case, this is a little weird. Usually, so in this case, UConn defines a minor as a non-UConn student under the age of 18. So if someone's little brother is going to be there or anything like that, or it's going to be a consistent thing, then yeah, you want to put yes that there will be minors at the event. In my case, no. Will there be food? So if there's food, you need to declare. So if you guys are going to be getting pizza or stuff like that, you want to declare that at the weekly meetings, and then describe the type of pizza, the type of food. So if it's going to be like catered, people are just going to order pizza for the club meeting. You're going to send someone out to get it. Just describe what kind of food it is. So in this case, no. And there are food service policies. So you want to make sure that you adhere to those. And if you have any questions, you can go to the third floor, talk to Kim Schwartz, who is in charge of the room requests and spacing. So room configuration. So usually, if you have a preference for your meeting rooms, you, in my case, for example, we like lecture rooms because they're the biggest, they have the most seats, and the risers are nice, right? So we always do Hartford Times Building, and we want a lecture room. It varies though. So if you want to have your meetings in the HPL in the Hartford Public Library, you can do those there. There's different types of rooms. So in our case, other specific room setup needs, we need our TVs. So just TVs / projectors. Because in our case, we have IT bring our TVs up from the basement that they have in storage. So we need to put that there so that they know that we're going to be getting those, and then we can work with IT to get them every Friday. So AV IT needs, so that's where we just put projector / computer. That's all. And then additional needs. That's if you need anything else or anything. If you have any extra things you need that you want them to know, you just put it in here. Method of payment is only if you're going to be taking payments or doing payments. I've never dabbled in this. I've never touched this. It's nothing you need to worry about. Then all you have to do is just hit submit. You just want to quickly review everything. And then you hit submit. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get a copy of everything sent to you. Your form is basically like a form that's going to be sent to you with all your information. And then you just have to wait for them to approve it or decline it. And then they'll tell you why they decline it. And if they approve it, you're all set. You get the room. So, that'll do it for this. And if you have any questions, of course, you can reach out to anyone in USG, or you can go ahead and talk to Kim.